Hi guys, and welcome to this space. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a breathing technique known as Ujjayi Pranayama, and that basically translates as victorious breathing, and it's also known as the ocean sounding breath because of the sound that it actually generates as you're conducting the breathing technique. Now, this is a pranayama that is typically used to boost you and to energize you. So fantastic first thing in the morning to set up mind and body for the day. But at the same time, I use this throughout the day as a way to zone in on the breath, to re-energize when I'm feeling that lull. And although it does have that fiery sensual property, it is really quite calming and soothing to the mind. This is one that I typically like to do in seated position, but of course you can also do this lying down. So getting yourself comfortable in any way that feels right for you today. Hands here can just rest easy in your lap, perhaps over onto your knees, wherever they naturally gravitate towards. And then gradually here we're going to start to bring some awareness to the hollow of your throat. And I'm going to take you a little deeper into that in a moment. Like all practices, the physical practices and mental, if anything doesn't feel right or at any stage you feel uncomfortable, cease the practice and just work back to your natural breathing. You can do that at any stage. So it's always good to have that little reminder not to be forcing yourself into this if it doesn't feel right. So when you are in a comfortable position, just give yourself some time to relax and adjust your body. And then of course closing both eyes. No pressure, just nice and soft. At this stage you're just breathing freely, giving yourself some time to connect to your body in the space that you are in, but also just to notice your breath. It might be the first opportunity that you've had today to just pause and notice that you are in fact breathing. Soft and steady through the nose. Now that you've got that awareness of the breath, you might be able to naturally deepen it more and more. And again, this is without forcing. Just observing how that feels for you. And gradually lengthening more and more on each inhale, and then on each exhale. Now, alongside these nice, smooth, long breaths, just start to bring your focus to the hollow region of your throat. And imagine at that hollow region, there is a hole where you could breathe in and where you could breathe out, as if you were breathing directly from your throat. You are, of course, still breathing through your nose. And this is just purely a suggestion that we bring to the body and the mind. Now, as you continue to deepen that lovely flow of breath with awareness to the hollow of your throat, you might be able to find that you can constrict the back of the glottis there slightly. And what that will do is it will create a sound almost like waves crashing at the throat. In a moment, I will do that with my breath a little louder. I will force that a little bit so that you can actually hear the sound that it will create, but keeping yours nice and soft. It will be a more audible sound, particularly on your exhalation. Continuing to work with the flow of that awareness at the hollow of the throat. And the breath rolling in and out. The slight constriction creating the sound of waves crashing. If you were to sigh, this is the region of the throat where you would physically feel that sigh being generated from. And just working this for a few more rounds of breath. Once you have that familiarity of the hollow and the breath flowing from that region, alongside this, start to consider your rib cage. We'll keep the breath flowing in the Ujjayi way as you start to imagine your ribs expanding outward on inhale, drawing as much air as possible into the lungs, expanding, absorbing energy. And then as you exhale, your lovely ribs rolling in, squeezing the air out from the body, along with anything unwanted. Inhaling from your throat, opening and expanding, inviting in that beautiful prana, life-giving energy. And exhale to let it all roll in, squeezing out anything unwanted. Working this for 5 more deep breaths. And after the release of that 5th and final breath, cease the practice, let go of Ujjayi, keeping eyes closed as you bring your breath back to its natural rhythm, natural pace, in and out through your nose. Feeling a sense of invigoration throughout the body, but also that great sense of calmness and awareness. And gradually from here, starting to blink your eyes back open, you can simply bring your hands to meet together. Thumbs connecting to heart center, and your fingers to the world around you. Easing your head forward and down in honor of your practice. Working with the wonderful Ujjayi, the victorious pranayama, ocean sounding breath. And this is something that I invite you to do again throughout your day or throughout your week. Coming to ignite the energy from your body, and working with it in a passive and gentle way. And we'll bring our practice to a close with the sharing of Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me here. I look forward to seeing you again next time.